Greetings and great morning. You know what day it is. Oh, we all know what day it is. It's Transformative Tuesday, y'all. As always, I'm Dennis R. Holder, Mr. Motivation, the CEO of Herald of Hope Books and Inspiration. And guess what? I'm coming to you. Each and every one of you with some words of encouragement, of uplifting, something to reignite the fire of your passion. Come on, say it with me this morning. Happy Transformative Tuesday. No. Hold on. We got to do it right. We got to do this thing right. We're closing out the month of February the right way. I need us to wake up this morning and say that thing I'm always saying. I'm demanding of each and every one of you on this Transformative Tuesday. Wake up and lend me your ears on this Transformative Tuesday. Here we are blessed with another Transformative Tuesday in the month of February as we prepare to close things out. Where our topic has been Amor Fati. Amor meaning love, Fati meaning faith. I'm asking you to love your faith, to embrace your life, to love the good, the bad, and the otherwise of the circumstance of life that each and every one of us have to face. Because guess what? We don't get to choose the oppositions, the circumstance, and the situation that we face, but we do get to choose. Hey! We do get to choose the path to love it, to embrace it, to let it make us better and not make us bitter. So our quote for the day, hey, it won't be anything slacking. It won't be anything lacking. It won't be going in the opposite direction. It's going head on toward the direction that we're going toward. Amor Fati, loving our life, embracing our life. Our quote for the day simply states that it's not what happens to us, nope, but how we choose to respond to it. Oh, let me say it to you again. It is not what happens to me. It's not what happens to you, but how we choose to respond to it. Now you're saying, Dennis, I hear you, man. You're still talking about this loving my life, loving my faith, embracing the possibilities of what come at me, good, bad, or otherwise, dark, sunny, rainy, whatever you want me to just embrace and deal with it. Yes, because guess what? We all love to talk about, we all love to hear about the amazing gift of life that our Creator gave us. We love to harp on that. But you know, we tend to kind of forget about the other amazing gift that one of the many amazing gifts that He imparted to us. Well, simply, He gave us free will. He gave us a God-given free will to make the choice. To choose every day to either wake up with a bad attitude or a mindset toward growth. To stay where we are or pursue beyond where we currently stand. To decide that we can't ascend where we are. We can transform into our next best selves. I'm saying that there's power in choice. I want to remind you in this process of living your life of Amor Fati, taking this stoic phrase. And let me slow down and take a step back. When I've been saying stoic, I think a lot of times when we hear this word, we tend to think, oh, no emotions. You cut your emotions out the equation. No. When I say stoic, I'm telling you to control your emotions, to apply them in the proper ways and a positive energy to help push your life forward. So instead of being aggravated with the fact that your business is not picking up, you take this motivation to drive you to be more creative and be more flexible in your strategy. Instead of being upset that you didn't pass that first quiz in nursing school, or you didn't get into that program that you're trying to get into, take it as another opportunity to re-examine the path and the journey that you're on and make sure that this is what you want. Solidify your step and focus your mindset. I'm talking about making the choice to realize that just because I find myself against opposition, I see it as an opportunity. When I find myself in the fight of life, I continue to do what? Focus on my faith. I continue to jump over the hurdles of life because I'm honing my skills, y'all, because I'm making a choice. And I'm reminding each and every one of you that you have that ability to do so. No matter what comes our way, we have the ability to make a choice. Now you're saying, Dennis, you make it sound so easy. Yeah. Dennis, you make it sound so simple, okay? Dennis, you make it sound like it's easily said and done. All three of those things are true. It is easily said. It is simple to say. But it sounds real good, like it's just easily spoken and it comes to life. But it doesn't. We all know that, guess what? As me and my wife love to jokingly say, life is going to keep on lifing. Somebody say it with me, hashtag life keeps on lifing. No matter what you come up against, no matter how you like sin, no matter how you want things to always be in a perfect row and to line up the way you want to and get, Lord, come on now. Can I get it a little easier? Can I find myself in a little better situation? Don't I deserve, hold on right now. Do you deserve better? Of course we all deserve better. I won't sit and tell you that you don't deserve better, my brother. My sister, I won't tell you don't deserve better. But what I am going to tell you, you have to make the choice that you deserve better. Your actions have to line up like you deserve better. Your attitude has to line up like you deserve better. You have to have the focus and perspective of someone who deserves better. Now you're saying, Dennis, what are you saying? What I'm saying is when I say, I'm telling you first and foremost, it's a choice, right? It's the power of choice, the will, the God-given will and ability of choice that we were given. What I'm reminding you is you got to have the right attitude. You can't let the outside circumstance of life wear you down. The distractions of life are always going to be there. You cannot be distracted by the distraction of life. You have to understand that, guess what? Amor fati, good, bad, or otherwise. When it's good, I'm thankful for it. Thank God my life is going in a positive direction. When it's bad, thank God, because guess what? It probably could have been worse. The circumstances you find yourself up against are meant to make you better and not make you bitter. You have the choice to have the right attitude, the right mindset toward what you want to have, what you want to see. It's all in the choice. And you can choose to have the right attitude. You say, Dennis, what's the right attitude? I'm not telling you got to walk around when bad things happen and act like, oh, I'm just so happy about it and put a smile on my face. But what you can do is remind yourself that, guess what? I'm making a choice to realize that, guess what? I've had hard times before. But I ascended beyond it. I've had to fight before. And guess what? I pressed on and made it to the next level. I have found myself, instead of just falling to the wayside and woe is me and I can't believe this happened to me, I don't ask why me. I say, why not me? Because I have a warrior's attitude. Remember, I've told you, you got to have the mindset of a warrior. Each and every day, you got to wake up prepared to fight for what you want. Civis pacem per bellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. Now, am I saying going out with an attitude that you're looking for trouble, that you want to do everything the hard way, that you're choosing to just be difficult for no reason? No. I'm asking you to have the attitude, to choose to have the attitude of a conqueror, of one who has overcome, of one who is daily overcoming, because guess what? You have a champion spirit. A champion spirit who has seen success. You've seen yourself grow. You've seen yourself ascend beyond where you thought you couldn't accomplish, where you thought you'd never be, and here you currently stand. And can I remind you, with the attitude you have now, you hadn't always been where you are now. Think back 2 years. Think back 5 years. Think back 10. If you knew then what you know now, would you be? Sure, possibly. But you had to go through that to get where you are. We have to get in position. We have to get out of our comfort zones. We have to develop the right mindset and attitude so that we can grow and evolve. That's the importance of the right attitude, because once we have the right attitudes, somebody said with me this morning, the right attitude can allow you to stand up beyond where you currently stand. The right attitude can push you beyond what you thought you could bear. The right attitude would allow you to ascend beyond the circumstance of life, and you understand that, guess what? You know what? That's a part of the challenge. That's a part of pursuing and building a business. That's a part of growing a family. That's a part of having a successful marriage. Notice I said a successful marriage. I didn't say a perfect marriage. That's a part of growing in my Christian journey. That's a part of me evolving as a person and transforming into my next best self. I expect to have difficulties. That's the attitude I have. I told you, civis pacem per bellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. I'm prepared to fight for my peace of mind. I'm prepared to fight for my marriage. I'm prepared to fight for my family. I'm prepared to fight for my career, fight for my business, to continue to fight for my continued growth and development, because I have the attitude of a warrior and the mindset of a champion. That's going into that next mindset. When I say the right mindset, because you get to choose the mindset you have. You get to have a mindset that is rigid, that is caged in a box, that can't see past where it currently stands. You can have one that can see yourself conquering this moment. They can see yourself ascending beyond where you currently stand. They can see yourself greater than where you currently stand. You got to have the right mindset. I'm not talking about in a braggadocious way where you talking. I'm talking about your actions lined up with it. Your attitude lined up with it. You speak life into your situation. Remember, I told you life, gonna keep on life. So you got to continue to rise to the occasion of your life each and every day with the right mindset. The right mindset sees the possibilities, beyond the problems. The right mindset understands that, guess what? I told you I got the right attitude. Well, I have to have a mindset to go with it. The attitude is what allows me to focus my energy. My mindset allows me to strategically maneuver with that energy. Somebody said with me, with the right mindset, you strategically maneuver. What you need to know how to do is sometimes you want to hold them. You want to hold them, stand still, and stand your ground. But we keep in mind, that don't mean we're giving up. That don't mean we're giving in. Sometimes you just got to be still. When you learn to be still, remember I told you last week, then you can be steady. As you're being steady, as you locked in a position, now you're ready to go forward, because guess what? Guess what? You got the right mindset. That right mindset is settled. That right mindset is calm. That right mindset is ready to take on each and every opportunity as soon as that door opens. It's ready to take on and see the possibilities that allow me to pursue and go forward my dream. That right mindset allows me to connect with the right people, have the right conversations, get in the right rooms, and have the right focus to do what I need to do. But that's only if you're willing to really, really harp in on that right mindset. The right mindset is one that chooses to be optimistic and not pessimistic. Let me say that to you again. Optimistic instead of pessimistic. No, I go back to that, and that should be positive. When I say pessimistic, all you do, I'm an underdog. My life is so hard. I never get a break. I never get a chance. I never rise to the occasion of my life. Everything in life that's bad happens to me and only me. Well, woe is me. Keep that to yourself. I don't know about you. I ain't trying to hear that nonsense. I'm talking about speaking life into a situation. Reminding me that I'm a warrior and a champion. Reminding me that guess what? I had a situation similar to this last year and I maneuvered out of it. I was able to get the strength that I needed, get the focus, develop the understanding of what it took to not only get in position, but to remain and go forward in my destiny. Because guess what? I had come too far to just come this far. I hadn't gotten this far by accident. I had the mindset of one who deserves better, one who is going to pursue better, one that knows that I have a vision, I have excellent purpose, excellent focus, and a purpose upon my life. I'm living my life on purpose, for purpose, and with purpose because I have the mindset that says, guess what? Greater things, greater possibilities, and greater strength are all mine. And I need you to have that with me too. Last but not least, I told you, you got to have the right attitude. You got to have the right mind. You got to have the right mindset. Most importantly, you got to have the right focus and perspective. Now, these two go hand in hand because think about what when I tell you, you want things in there. We say I want to advance in my career. Well, guess what? You got to focus on doing the things that help you be a better employee to advance your career. When you say I want to be a better husband, well, you have to focus on the things that your partner, my wife would appreciate about me doing to be a better version of myself, to grow with her, to go alongside her, not to be a perfect version of myself, but to be the best version of what I know she's expecting of me, and vice versa. I want to be better, whatever aspect of life. If you want to be better, you got to find the characteristics. You got to focus on the right mindset, the right tools, the right details, the right goals that will put you in the right direction, thus putting you on the path, to shape your perspective. You know that each and every day you go out looking for opportunities to improve as a man, as a husband, as a father. I do. Let me bring it close to home because my dad always told me you don't speak for nobody, you speak for yourself. Each and every day I wake up with the focus and perspective to be the best husband and father I can be, the best version of myself. That's what I mean when I say transform Tuesday. I transform each and every day, knowing that yesterday I did my best. God willing, I will do my best again today because I'm focusing on the fact that I want to see better for myself. I have goals, dreams, and aspirations to push my life forward. That allows me to maintain my perspective, no matter the circumstance that come against me. Because guess what? Just like you, life keeps on lifing with me too. I have flat tires. I have car troubles. My refrigerator messes up from time to time. My dishwasher want to act up on and on and on. Sometimes me and my wife disagree. And sometimes me and the kids ain't on the same page. But guess what? I don't let that detour from my focus and my perspective. Because I understand that all these things, once I set my mind, I had the right attitude, I got the right mindset. Once I decide to get these two things in line, I got to expect opposition. In fact, I got to remind somebody today, I just want you to put this in perspective for you. Remember I told you focus and perspective. You're not really trying if you don't meet some opposition, if you don't meet some trouble. Stop me if you thought this, I'm going to lose this weight, I'm going to save this money, I'm going to do this and that. And as soon as you set your mind doing that, guess what? That's when everything comes out against you to stop that. Everything gets in your way. Guess what? To see if you really want it. To see if it's really important to you. Because then what you focus on, what you set your perspective to, that's what's going to multiply in your life. You start to see the greater opportunities to maneuver and to improve, to grow, to push yourself, to see not only having a greater faith, but a greater confidence and an insight into who you are, but also the possibility of who you have the ability to be. But that all comes down to that one word that is key in this quote, choice. Reminding us all that it's not what happens to us. It's not what happens to you. It's not what happens to me, but how we choose to respond to it. I pray that you choose to have the right response in your attitude, that you don't let the circumstance of life beat you down, wear you down, make you feel like you're not capable of anything. You are more than a conqueror. You, each and every one of us, let me remind you, each and every one of us are earthen vessels, shaped and molded on the potter's wheel of life by the Creator himself, given a spark of perfection, which is the essence of our souls. I need you to realize, guess what? That makes you valuable. You have a treasure within you. What is that treasure, Dennis? Talk to me. That treasure is your gift, your ability that makes you uniquely who you are. You don't believe me? Why does his word say that our gifts, talents, and abilities will make room for us? What I remind you is, but you got to have the right attitude. You have to have the right understanding of what you bring to this world and how to apply it. Next, you got to have the right mindset. The right mindset reminds me that I know who I am and I know whose I am. No matter the circumstances, guess what? I know it's working for me and not against me. It's making me better and not not bitter. It's allowing me to be made whole and be made better, to come into a better expression of the person I am, pushing me outside the comfort zone of my life, pushing me beyond the boundaries of what I thought I understood and how I saw myself, so I can flourish, so I can grow, so I can do that thing I'm always asking you to do every Tuesday. Transform into your next best self. And once you start to do that, once you start to operate with the right attitude, once you start maneuvering in your life and you stop fussing and complaining and griping, you find yourself getting powerful. You find yourself being encouraged. You find yourself being uplifted. You find yourself doing what? Having a greater focus and a perspective. So when the winds of life try to come against you, because you do know you're in three forms of life at all times. You either in a storm, coming out of a storm, or preparing to go into one. When those things come, your boat might be shifted, it might be rocked, but you stay the course. You might find yourself up against opposition, but you hold your ground, you bob and weave, and you fight on. Because guess what? You got the focus and perspective. You know that, hey, I expect opposition because I'm pressing forward. I expect harsh times because guess what? I'm pressing forward. I expect to meet resistance because I know what I want. And if you really remember the things that you really want, you've always had to fight for them. I pray that each and every one of you, yes, each and every one of you be blessed and are more fatigue as we close out. Happy February, y'all.